Welcome back, Kiwi Yoinkers and all other folk to Sunsaw Gaming. Today we've got three matches for you in the WZ-120-1FT, the Chinese Premium Tier 8 Tank Destroyer. And in these three matches, I'm just going to show you some Tank Destroyer gameplay for the more mobile Tank Destroyers out there. Now, first up, we have Hellas. This is a Tier 8 match, and, well, let's see what we can do. So, straight away, you can see off the start, we've got three heavies on both teams. They have two mediums and a light tank to our three mediums, and only one tank destroyer on each team. Now, I'm going to pull up into a very standard sort of tank destroyer location just up here, and, well, he's stopped, so I'm just going to swing around him, give him a nudge on my way past, because, come on, man. If he'd kept driving, I would have just gone behind him, but people tend to stop and want to look where the team's going and stuff. Whatever. Anyway, we're going to pull up into this location. It's very central, and I mean, you can get a lot of cover, a lot of crossfire in a lot of different places. Now, I do notice that this T-49 is up here, and if I come to this location, generally this is the first place I aim. Now, as you can see on the minimap there, our heavies haven't exactly advanced towards the heavy side at all. It's not the best. Now, unfortunate shot there, completely missed the T-49. If I just waited a second, I probably would have been able to get the shell into him. But we do get that shell in, and now he knows that we're here. He's going to be a lot more cautious. So I can't hit the TVP, I can't hit the other medium that's up the top. Their heavies have also come out this way. So the entire match is basically going to take place on this side of the field. Now, hopefully this Dracula comes forward just a little bit so as I can hit the dirt and not hit him. Absolutely shocking RNG there. Now the Dracula's back out of the way, the T-49 is gone, their team is advancing, but I'm just going to pull up and I'm going to look for some shots where I can. Now, you will notice that they have one heavy that is on base capture, and the T-49 has also just run off in that direction. But I'm going to sit here, I'm going to be patient. I mean, I could be looking for shots on them, I'm just going to make sure that they're not there hitting me. And there's one thing you do have to be very aware of with TDs, is what's coming up on your sides. Now, dude managed to get a nice shot there into the Dracula finally. Hopefully we can reload, but we don't. He is gone, he is out of the way. And, I mean, that base capture is still going up. I get a very, very lucky bounce there from the T-49. He hits me in the side. I don't know how that bounced, why that bounced, but it did, and hey, I'm not going to question it, because that was a lot of damage that I would have taken. And it just goes to show, you do have to stay aware. Now, someone else just reset cap. I was about to push down here, I was about to go and try and take it out. That T-49, he is going to try and circle around and flank me, but I'm going to use this opportunity to push him behind this Tiger 1, who is completely unaware that I'm about to come up behind him, because I haven't been spotted coming through here. The last thing he knew, I was sitting up in a TD spot. So we do get that shot into him. We're just going to look for an HE round, I think, on this next one, which we're not going to get. So we're going back to the standard AP rounds, get a nice 500, kill his engine, and just stop him from rolling down this hill so our teammate can get the kill. Now that T-49, right there, got that side shot on me. I knew he was coming, I wanted to hope I could turn in time. But silly T-49 should not have tried to cross there. So, hey, thank you T-49 for that kill. I'm not going to complain one bit. Now we're going to get a nice shot into the side of this Tiger P. I am aware that the FV is sitting there, but currently he is occupied with my teammate. So, not going to worry too much about him. We can't quite get a shot on his hatch there, so we're actually going to push around. We're going to try and deal with this Tiger P because, you know, why not? I mean, you should not do this. Do not do this. I was putting myself in crossfire. As you can see, I got a very, very lucky bounce again. Thank you, RNG gods. I needed that. Now, I'm just going to use this rock as cover between me and the Tiger while I deal with this FV. Hopefully we can get the kill. Awesome. Now, as you can see, this Tiger, he is staring at me. He wants a piece of me. He wants to shoot me. At the moment, I'm sitting on 3,000 damage with 720 blocked. And I'm just going to wait for this Tiger to get distracted before I push across, and we're going to come up behind him. I mean, we've got two tanks that are looking at him there, and he's not going to be focused on me. So we're just going to pull around this corner. We're going to put a nice shot into the side of his turret, And I'm just going to sit here. I don't mind if he shoots me at this point. I want to be ready for my reload and hopefully pick up this kill before my teammates do, which I do. So that puts me on a nice 3,729 damage. So good game there, good game. Just showing you the awareness that you need to have, especially when you don't have my kind of luck. I do get the Ace Mastery there, 3,729 kills, damage, sorry, and 85,000 credits made with 3 kills. So very decent game. Nice job there, Eagle 7 and Carnivon. The rest of the team, come on. You could probably step up your game a little bit. Come join Prime Time and learn some things. And we'll jump into our second match now. We are on Mayan Ruins. Now, these matches, this match, the match before this one, and the match after this one were consecutive matches, one after the other. And, I mean, it doesn't get much better than this. So you're going to see exactly what happens here. I'm going to take a very, very central location. And this is just the way that I play this TD in particular. Any other sort of really maneuverable tank destroyers, I will tend to try and take central positions, depending on what the team does, of course. Now, as you can see, we've got a medium that is coming up to the central position as well. We do have the 2 heavy tanks, which look like they're going out to the heavy route, and we've got a medium and a light tank going around to the light side of the field. So at the moment, I mean, if they push their heavies into this section here, it could be a very, very difficult fight for us. So we've already got a Bulldog over there, we've got a P44 Pantera, and unfortunately I don't manage to get a shot there on the Bulldog. I'm going to hope he rushes up here, and no, it turns out he's smart. He's going to go down the hill. So we're just going to push forward. We're going to just make sure nothing's going to shoot us on the side there. Their heavies have gone down the bottom. Now that is amazing for me and my team. I'm going to get a nice shot into this Defender Mark 1. He is still not paying attention, so yeah, we can't get an HE into him. So we'll just go for another shot. Unfortunately, I should have just shot for his hull, but that Space Armor manages to stop my shell. We put one into the VK, and I have no idea how that bounced. I mean, everything was clear there. I had a good shot. It was flat. I mean, that shouldn't have bounced. Come on, RNG. But RNG pays us back with that very, very nice kill there on the light tank that was running across. So both teams have lost one tank now. I noticed that their heavies have pushed around towards our spawn, so I'm not going to stay on that side of the map. I'm going to come to this side of the map. Now, I'm not going to leave this position. I'm going to stay very central. Hopefully these 2 mediums push over and give me a shot or 2. They're looking like they're going to be smart though, so they're not going to push over here. I am still aware that the VK is down the bottom, but we do have a heavy tank that is shooting at him. The P44 Pantera has now pushed up through the central channel. He's going to be up top here as far as I can tell. So we're just got to be ready for him. He's right there. I mean, this does put a little bit of pressure on me, but I'm still not going to abandon my position. I'm going to make sure there's nothing out there, and I was not expecting the IS-3 to come up, but we do get a very, very nice bounce off the side of my tank. Now, he's been put down to 5 HP. We'll just load an HE round, clear him out, and push forward and try and get a shot into this Defender Mark 1, who has just pushed forward really, really aggressively because, of course, his teammate has, and we get a very nice 500 max roll into him. Now, I'm aware there's tanks on my right here, but I'm just going to take the time, put a shot into this VK because he is still holding up some of our teammates, and I want him to make sure that he's sort of aware and wary. So he pushes off. Hopefully we can roll around this corner, get a shot into this Tiger P, which we do. I was aiming for his tracks there, but unfortunately I missed that shot, and it didn't go through his lower plate either. Now, I do notice that this Bulldog is taken on this IS-3 alone, so I'm going to ignore that VK and the other tank there, and I'm just going to go for this IS-3. I'm going to help out our Bulldog. Now, I do get the shot in there. I'm going to go for another shot. Hopefully we get an engine fire. And, no, we don't get an engine fire, but we do track him, which saves our Bulldog. Now, this STO-1 gets our Bulldog killed. He just rammed into him, and that IS-3 managed to get his turret onto the Bulldog. And as you can see, the Bulldog there, he is not happy about it. But it's looking really good for my team at the moment. I'm going to push down here. We're going to take out this VK. I have not seen that E25 all game, so I don't know where he is. He's probably AFK, but we're going to roll around here. I'm not worried about getting shot because I've still got all of my hit points. We do get a nice one into the bottom of the VK there, and our teammate picks up the kill. So I'm just going to ping the map, say, hey, look, maybe he's at the spawn, and I'm going to push through to the spawn. So as I'm doing that, hey, look, there's the E25 right there. He's been there all game. We load an HE, but our big fat KV4 gets in the way. Thankfully, he moves out the way. We get a nice little HE roll into him, and that is the end of that game. So again, very nice gameplay, very central position, and it's just what you can do with maneuverable TDs. Now, you notice I didn't actually get shot at very much there. I do get an Ace Mastery, 3,591 damage and a 93,000 credit return with 2 kills. So again, central gameplay, maximising my damage, maximising my view range. Very good team play there. I like the damage across the whole team. That was good. I mean, the Leo probably got unfortunate, but that happens. So thank you, team. You've done a damn good job there, and we're just going to hop into the next match. So for our third and final, we are on Vineyards. Again, 2 heavies on the enemy team, 1 medium, 2 light tanks, 2 tank destroyers. I'm hoping to play the field. I'm hoping that our team wants to play the field as well. It's where I would like to be. Now, I'm going to go right up into the ruins in this one. I'm not actually going to play central on this map, just purely because the amount of crossfire you can get on this map if you are in the central location is just a little bit too risky for a non-turreted tank destroyer, in my opinion. I mean, something else I might put there, like a T-30 with a turret or something. I would take it more central, but I mean, I'm going to push very aggressively just up to this point. I want to try and get some very early cross shots into the enemy team if they're pushing out this way, and hopefully get some good damage. Now, I'm sitting here, I've got nobody else spotting for me, but if the team was pushing across here, I would light them up anyway, because I'm that close that there's no way I wouldn't light them up. So there's nothing there. We're just going to peek around the corner and see if there's anything up in the central location where they tend to go. And at this point, it doesn't look like it. So I'll just ping the map, let the team know that there they are, all in the town. And I'm going to relocate. I'm going to get my ass back over the other side of the field and see what damage I can get in. Now, you can see our team, we've got a little bit of coverage on them. We've got a few different angles going on here. Now, these guys sitting out here, hopefully I can get some real nice damage into them. Pop one into the T28 Defender. And we have been lit. I'm not sure what else we're going to get, so we'll go for a shot on this Cheeto, because he is a very dangerous target. Unfortunately, we do not pin him, and he hits us. Ouch. Not the best trade there, not the best trade at all. But I know there's heaps of tanks there, so I'm just going to fire a blind shell, and hopefully I hit something. If I don't, well, it's alright. I've got cover, and I've got time to reload. Now, I'm just going to make sure there's nothing poking out this back end, which it doesn't look like there is. So unless this VK comes this way, I'm not going to get very many shots here. So I'm just going to pull around, see if we can get some shots on here. The LTDB does pull back, you lucky bugger, and I put that shell way too high. Wow. That was bad. But hopefully he pulls forward here where the LTTB has been poking, and hopefully I can get a shot into him. I mean, I missed the first one on the T32, but I'll take it. LTTB, okay, I'll shoot you. That is perfectly fine, I don't mind. You're a dangerous tank, you have the view range. And we also managed to get one into the T32 there. Now you notice this IS, I don't think he knows what he's up to. He did kind of just come sit right in front of me. Now we've got a T49 over here who is looking at me. I was hoping for a bounce there with the angle of my armor, but that one went straight through. Very nice shot there, T49. Very nice shot indeed. But I'm not going to back off here. I'm not going to back off. I'm going to stay here because this is where the shots are at. Now, I did see that VK pulling forward. I don't know if I could spot him, so I did take the blind shot. I have been lit. I'm just going to wait for my camo to reset. I'll peek back up over here and try and get a shot onto this T49. I do get a nice bounce from something small, the T32, I believe. And the VK is sitting here, so we'll put a shot into his upper plate, which goes through. I wasn't sure if that would or if that would bounce. And he's going to pull out, so we're going to go for a nice track shot on him, hopefully catch him out in the open. We take his tracks off, we get a nice bit of damage into him. And I mean, at this point, my team is doing relatively well. Except for the IS, who has just bled all of his hit points away, and myself, because I've bled all my hit points away too. Now we do notice this Cheeto, he is pushing out here, so we'll hopefully get a shot into him, back off, and thankfully he misses that shot, because even if he had fired an HE round there, I could have been toast. Now, this Type 59 Ding, he is the next priority. He is a very dangerous target being out on our side, and I do notice my teammate, the Leo, is going in to try and deal with him. I mean, he's been shot. Hopefully he fires at some point. I don't know what he is doing, but we'll save him. We'll get a nice max 300 roll into the Type 59. The Cheeto again. Oh, I'm so lucky. That guy did not shoot me there, and he went for my teammate instead. Thank you, Cheeto. You've just kept me alive. Now, I'm not going to pull straight up around this corner like a lot of people would do. I'm going to go out very, very wide. Now, my camo has reset, so hopefully he's not going to expect me to attack from this angle. I know that Cheeto's going to be looking for me. He's going to be up here somewhere. I'm not sure where, but he will be somewhere. And that Leo, I don't know what he's going on about, calling this Cheeto a camper. He's probably moved around more than the rest of his team. We do get a nice 403 roll into that Cheeto, and we've got his attention. Now, that T49 is coming in, so there's no need for me to poke out and die and get shot by this Cheeto. All I've got to do is sit here, have him looking at me, and the T49 clears him out. Now we're pulling out here, and I notice that the VK is coming out to the side, so we snap a shot, miss that, try to dodge his shell, unfortunately he clips us. So I'm going to load in one of the premium rounds here, and hopefully we can finish off this VK. Unfortunately I do bounce, he bounces too, so hey, there's a Spartan medal for me if I survive this match. But we're going to pull right back around this rock. Now he wants the kill, he wants to take me out, he's going to push down, and I'm going to take him out. Bye bye VK, go back to your garage. That was a silly move on your part. Now, I know those other two tanks are directly over that hill that I'm looking at, and I'm going to run. I'm going to try and get around the back. I'm going to head for the ruins again, and hopefully use the cover and that area there to sort of give me an advantage. Now, the T49, he is coming with me, thankfully, and I'm going to use his view range to hopefully be able to take out these guys before they spot me. Now, I'm just going to pull up. I'm going to sort of use this area right here because I've got coverage on cap, I've got coverage to the left, I've got coverage to the right, and I've got a lot of hard cover around me. Now, notice the T32 is down there, so I'm just going to get to this next rock, and as I do that, there is the T28 Defender. Now, notice the T32 is looking at the 49. I peek around, get a shot into him, and oh, unfortunately, he does manage to hit my lower plate as I'm pulling out of there, which is very unfortunate. Now, the whole match relies on this T49. Hopefully he doesn't poke, because if he pokes, ooh, that was very lucky. He pokes, he doesn't take a shot, he got lucky. I mean, the T28 Defender had not reloaded his second shell. Now if he waits here and that 32 comes up, he could get the kill. But he pokes out like a silly bugger, takes damage, pokes out again and dies. Don't poke, guys. Do not poke, especially in those situations. Just let the enemy's greed come to you. Never underestimate the other guy's greed. That T32 would have rolled straight up that hill, the 49 could have shot him in the side, got the kill, relocated, and found a way to take out the T28. And if he had done that and we had managed to win the match, it would have been a third mastery in a row. Unfortunately, it is only a class 1. I do a nice 4,594 damage. The T49 gets 1,423. All in all, I mean, this was a really, really bad team as well. I mean, with how that match went, I don't know how these guys did not get more damage. But that is my 3 matches in the WZ121FT. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe. And until next time, stay safe, use cover. Cheers.